Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome if you're new or welcome back. Today I want to talk about a different subject. Now, I want to tell everyone that I have had 20 years of experience with no friends and no relationships ever since high school. So, my last relationship was in high school. But other than that, I haven't had any relationships or friends. And the reason being is because it's not that I don't want to have friends or relationship. It's just the people that are surrounding me are toxic people, people that are under the influence, drug addicts, smokers, drinkers, people that do that vaping. All of that is something I don't like, I don't tolerate. And those people I've noticed that are needy. Yes, they are needy. And those people, you know who they are, they know who they are, which is why I wanted to bring this subject. Also, with relationships, some of the females that I've dated before, let's just say, weren't in my best interest. They were always wanting to use me for so and so, and I didn't really like that. So, yes, I have no friends, I have no girlfriend, but that's not because I didn't want to. It's because the people that I've looked and known and seen and interacted, they were not the people that I was wanting to be with. In relationships, I prefer somebody that's understanding, caring, loving, you know, someone you can trust. I've noticed that you don't have to look outside of yourself for that. You can go inside yourself within. So always love yourself because you're gonna start attracting all the stuff. And yes, I don't have friends, but inside me, in my imagination, I have friends. They're the spirit guides, spirit team, source, God, the light, whatever you want to term it, my higher self. All of that, all of those are my friends. And I know I have friends. I don't need to be shown in the physical world that I have friends. No, I don't look outside of myself for friends. I look within myself for friends. So, things that I am very noble. I am always on time, respectful. My attitude is like those people that are raised well, which is why I'm sure all of you are aware of the Gen Z people, the new high schools, all of those new generations. They call themselves bro, but I don't like that, and I always tell them, I'm not your bro, you show some respect. But getting back to the point, those people are all, how do you say, looking for validation outside themselves. But you have to look within. Nobody else can validate you but yourself. And if somebody rejects you, that's okay, because that means something better is happening. You're going to get something better. The same thing applies to everything. In jobs, when you're going to get interviews, just because you're not accepted doesn't mean you're not going to get anything better. That's how I started a long time ago. Let's just say it was during, I believe, 2008 when I started seeing things a bit differently. And that's when I started working to apply because I wanted to be a teacher and I did not go to college for that. No. There was a video that got my interest, and it was during that time. It was in 2008, and it was when I was after I finished high school. But I started seeing some. This is the video that I've actually seen more. The one that I've seen before was when I was in high school, 2006, 2005. But the one in 2008 was the one that kind of opened me up. It was a video by somebody named Kelly when they said that you don't have to have people validate you You can always validate yourself and go within. And so I've always wanting to know that. And so I've seen some of her videos a long time ago. She doesn't have a channel anymore. They deleted her. I don't know what happened, but my point being is, if you want to have something, always go to your imagination. And I read this about Neville Goddard. Neville Goddard, he's the guy who does the law of assumption. And so he's the one that I learned that everything is you pushed out. So if you have any interactions, whether it's good or bad, it's you pushed out. So something about you is pushing that out and is showing you, not to make you mad, but as a lesson. You have to know this is a lesson. Anyways, I'm gonna keep it short because I have to go. And I'll talk about this some other time about how I got into the school. It was through a friend of mine. I don't have any more contact with her because she left. And then when I tried to call her, she didn't respond because her line got cut off, or I guess maybe they didn't want to have contact. I don't know. But ever since then I realized that who needs friends when you have yourself? And so I'm going to keep it short, and I'll do more explaining later. But I just want to let you know that I have no friends and no relationship, no girlfriend for 20 years. For 20 years, and I've learned a lot since then. But ever since then, I'm also growing. So I'll explain more in the next video, but I want to let you know this. All right, I'll see you all in the next time. Take care, everyone.